and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. We are starting our first episode of The Joy of Life, and we are here with Danika Baker, and she is just feeling a little sad because she missed a holiday. But we are going to go ahead and let her answer the door here. She has received a package, and we are in this episode going to be starting off with her and setting her up in her new career. And she is going to be trying to get some baking in. And she also, as we know, needs to go on a couple of dates because, as it was stated in the rules, blind dates are our friend in this challenge. So we will be going ahead and getting some blind dating in. I'm just going to go ahead and buy her a little bit of groceries here. So we'll have some groceries in the house so that she can make some meals, so that we can get some things to cook with. So I'm going to get her a little bit of groceries. We don't have a whole lot of funds, so I won't get her a significant amount of things, but I do just want to get her a couple of items here. So we're going to get her some groceries, and then we'll get that grocery order all squared away, and then we will go ahead and get started on our gameplay. She is going to go ahead and continue on with her baker career. She was enrolled in the culinary career, but then I noticed that Generation 2 is supposed to be a chef, so I was like, I'm going to take her out of the culinary career. I'm going to put her in the baker career. I do have a mod in my game for that. So we will see if the baker career mod is going to work like it's supposed to. If for whatever reason it does not work like it's supposed to, then we will figure out something different. So I have enrolled her in the baker career, and we will try that. And when it's time for her and scheduled for her to go to work, we'll see if that functions like it's supposed to. If it doesn't, we'll make a decision on what we need to do moving forward from there. So now that we have gone ahead and we've gotten her some ingredients in the house, let's go ahead and have her cook up a little bit of breakfast, because I do think she's going to be getting hungry soon. So we do want to go ahead and let her have a meal going. Let's go ahead and do that. She doesn't have a whole lot of cooking skills, so she is going to have to gain in that. Obviously, she's a baker, not a cook. So she's not the best at this, but she is going to get better as time goes on, because she's going to have to cook herself meals, and she'll have to cook for her family once she has a family. And so she will get better at cooking, obviously. Like, she already just got to level 2, which is fantastic. But this is not about her becoming the greatest chef in the world. It's about her being a great baker. And to be completely honest, she doesn't have the greatest baking skill either. Like, she is just starting out. She is, she has a dream, okay? She has a dream that she wants to be a baker, and she wants to bake culinary treats for people in the neighborhood and surrounding areas, and she wants to sell her culinary treats, and she wants people to speak of her treats and be like, oh, I know that girl, and her treats are the best, and for like word of mouth to spread like wildfire, and everyone to know like those are Danika's treats. And so, like, that's her dream. That's her goal here. Obviously, she will have children one day, and she'll make treats for them, and she'll make lovely little treats for all of the different holidays. And that's going to be super fun for all of us. But for the meantime, she's just getting started. She's just now, learning the ropes, so to speak. So she just made herself some avocado toast. She's having a little bit of that. And once she's done having her breakfast, we're going to go ahead. We're going to have her go on outside. And there is a little dig space out there. We're just going to go and dig some stuff up. Why? Because we only have 291 simoleons and we need money. So I'm going to go ahead and have her do that. And hopefully we'll find some money. And then I'll have her come and clean up this plate that she just laid down randomly here under her radio, which is not at all where it belongs. She needs to go throw that away. So we'll have her clean up a little bit. And so hopefully she'll find something good here, and we will make some money off of whatever she finds here in this dig site. It looks like she found a treasure chest. So we're going to go ahead and open that up and see what's inside. And we'll probably just sell whatever is inside there, because I don't feel like we're going to need that, or that we're going to be keeping those collectibles or anything like that. So we'll probably just go ahead and sell that, but whatever the case is, we'll just go ahead and open that up. I'm just throwing all of the stuff from the grocery delivery into the fridge because everything went into her inventory. As you can see, she's got some beauty products in her inventory so that she can wash her face and moisturize her face and things like that. So we absolutely love that. So she'll be able to, you know, take care of herself as far as her hygiene goes. So that's perfect. And we love that. So I may actually let her go ahead and just kind of wash her face and put some moisturizer on. And then we can maybe get her in here to do a little bit of socializing on the computer and get her socializing up, because it does look like she is struggling in the social department. And maybe we can even, since it's not so late in the day, consider even going on a blind date, because we do need to go ahead and get those blind dates in. And so we can maybe consider going ahead and getting her scheduled for a blind date. She's kind of, you know, got a little bit of a want there that she wants to go ahead and kind of settle down and meet someone new. So maybe we'll let her go ahead and do that. Maybe she'll find love. Maybe she'll find, I don't know, the person that she wants to spend her life with. She doesn't necessarily have to find someone that she needs to spend her life with. She doesn't necessarily have to marry or get hitched or find the one, so to speak. Technically, we just have to have a blind date and get ourselves knocked up for this challenge. But if she does go on a blind date and she does happen to find someone that she's really, really interested in and she feels like it's her soulmate, we could potentially go ahead and marry that person. So that is always a potential that we could do. I'm just having her make a little bit of batter here so that when she starts baking, we will go ahead and have some batter in our inventory. So it'll already be ready and prepped. So that'll be great for us to have, since we are a baker. We are going to be using a lot of batter. And so she's going to go ahead and just prep that and get it ready. She kind of struggled with the appliance there in the beginning, but I think she's got it down pat now. She's like, oh, okay, I see. So we're going to go ahead and just grab this prepped ingredients here, and then we will pop those into the fridge so that they don't go off, and we'll have those stored there so that whenever she decides she wants to bake something, we'll have those readily available and on hand in the fridge to just grab and bake whatever it is that she wants to bake, which will be perfect for us. So I am just going to get her in here on the computer. We're going to get her socializing a little bit, and I think Danica is probably thinking to herself, you know, while socializing on the computer is fun, it does take a lot of time to get her social up this way. And so she's thinking to herself, maybe I should just go ahead and consider going out on a blind date. I mean, I like going on dates. I like meeting new people. And I'm, you know, kind of keen on going out and socializing face to face with some people. So maybe I'll just go ahead and sign up for a blind date. So let's go ahead and get her to sign up for a blind date. And we will go ahead and get her social up face to face with someone, and maybe, like I said, she'll meet somebody that she really likes. Maybe she won't. Maybe it'll go horribly. Who knows? We'll find out. But let's go ahead and get her signed up for a blind date, and we'll get her out there into the world, meeting some people, and I think it'll be fantastic for Danica. She's going to go ahead and sign up for this blind date now, and we are going to go out there. We're going to spread our wings, meet someone new. We're going to hopefully have the time of our lives, and if not, and it's all a bust, at least she put herself out there and she can be proud of that. But we're going to go and we're going to find out. So let's go ahead and travel now to this blind date. Okay, so we have arrived here at the coffee shop, and as you can see, Danica is here with her date. She's just getting a little bit of an introduction in. They are just trying to get to know one another. She's just doing a little bit of friendly interactions here. She doesn't really want to come on too strong. She just wants to see how she's doing, and I want to see, you know, what their impression is. Her first impression is that she is adventurous. We think that she is an adventurous sim, and she thinks that we are responsible. I think we pronounce her name Lei. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. So we both have pretty good sentiments of each other, which I think is really good going into this. That's really great. We're just going to do some friendly interactions. We're going to, you know, just have a little bit of small talk here, ask about the hobbies, gossip a little bit, and just try to get to know her a little bit. And see how, things are going with her, and we will just try to get up the friendliness with her and try to gain on our friendship relationship bar with our date and see how that goes. I don't want to go in too strong, and it looks like have learned a secret about her. So it seems that her family is a descendant of Lord Reginald Wainscott Stikjevic and so she is related to them, but she doesn't want anyone to know. So we have now a secret on her, which is interesting. Okay, I guess we could maybe hold on to that information. I know that comes from the expansion pack, and we could obviously use that information against her and be like, oh, well, we have this dirt on you now. But honestly, we're trying to build up a good friendship here. We're based with her. We're not trying to blackmail her or anything like that. We want to have a good friendship base with her because we're trying to see how things are going. This is a date. We're not trying to ruin things or be ugly. We are just trying to be real nice here, real friendly she's going to ask her if she's single, which obviously is going to put out there a little bit of romance. But we do want to know if she's single. And so right now we're just trying to, get to know her a little bit. We found out that she likes fitness, and so I am just going to do a little bit more gossiping with her. She keeps running off girl, where do you keep going? Honestly, am I not entertaining enough for you? What? And Danica's like, okay, well, fine. That's perfect. I have to go to the washroom anyway, so I'm not chasing this girl down. So Danica's going to go ahead and go to the washroom, and then we'll try talking to that girl again. It'll be fine. Honestly, I don't know if maybe they just should be friends. It doesn't really seem like they are kind of really into one another. There weren't any major sparks or anything that kind of came up when they first met to make them feel like she was really into her, if you know what I mean. They're acquaintances. She doesn't really have anything that says ooh, I think she's really attractive, or ooh, my heart's all aflutter, or anything like that. There wasn't anything like that coming from Danica. She thinks she's adventurous, and she thinks that's kind of cool. The other girl thinks that we're really responsible, which is grand. But other than that, they're just being kind of friendly. She's feeling really playful. We're feeling really playful. So it's a really friendly, playful date, but it's not really anything really romantic. We are kind of asking her if she's single, and we're trying to take it in that little bit of a romantic kind of vibe. But I don't even know if that's going to change anything and make anything kind of flip over to the romantic kind of realm of things, because I really just don't think they're that into each other, if you know what I mean. I honestly think maybe these two down the road could potentially just be friends, maybe best friends, but I just don't think that they are keen on one another. She just told her I gotta go, and she's bailed on the date. So this date's potentially over. Danica's whatever, I'm gonna eat this croissant. It looks delicious, and I'm not letting it go to waste. So she's gonna eat this croissant, and then I am going to go ahead and I guess send her on home. There's no point in us just hanging around this coffee shop now that this date is, I guess, potentially over. So there's that. Our date has left us. So it didn't really go all that well. I mean, it went okay. Things went friendly, they were playful. We have made ourselves a potential friend for later on, which is great. I mean, a person can never have too many friends, so that's good. Now Danica has someone that she can call and chat with and maybe invite over to the house and things like that. But as far as a romantic thing, I don't think that anything's there for Danica. I don't think that this is something that she's going to want to pursue. And so now we know. So I am just going to go ahead and I'm going to send Danica on maybe to the house and let her just go on home, because there's really no point in kind of hanging around. So we will just head on back to the house here. All right, so we have arrived back at the house, and we are just going to need to go ahead and get Danica ready for the evening. And she is starting to feel a little bit tired, so I do think that she's going to need to go and get herself a little bit of rest. But she has seen someone walking by. He is a, pretty decent looking gentleman. And so she's like, oh, maybe I should go and introduce myself. I mean, I am new to the neighborhood here, and so, I mean, what harm could it be that I just introduce myself and just be like, hi, I'm Danika. So she's going to introduce herself to this gentleman that's just kind of walking down the street. And she's going to be like, hi, my name's Danika. How are you? He's going to be like, hello, it's really nice to meet you. They didn't have the best kind of, they both have negative sentiments towards each other. But that's fine. He's also married, so he's definitely not anything potential for her at all. But she's like, I just wanted to let you know that I'm new to the neighborhood. And he's like, yeah, good for you. Bully for you. And she's like, okay, well, whatever. And then we have someone here that's calling, asking us if we can donate some money to them. She's going to be like, I can literally not afford that right now. I am broke as broke gets. I am so sorry. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to send Danika in. We're going to let her get a little bit of sleep. And I will see you in the morning when she wakes. Rise and shine. Danika is up, and it is time for her to get into the kitchen and make something to eat. So I'm just going to have her come in here and make herself a little bit of something to eat for breakfast here. And honestly, she's kind of not in the mood for breakfast food. She's thinking to herself, I really want some kind of like lunch meal. So she's going to make herself a lunch meal for breakfast. I know that's maybe kind of strange, but she's just not feeling a breakfast meal. So she's going to go ahead and she's going to make herself a lunch meal for breakfast. And she has gotten notification that she will be starting her cycle soon. So she's gone ahead and she's ordered a package from Target for some pads to be delivered to her. So we're just going to wait for that package to arrive. And then she'll have her sanitary pads so that she'll have that so that when she starts her cycle, she'll have everything that she needs for that. So that will be fantastic. So she's going to go ahead. She's going to make this meal here. That way she can get herself a bite to eat because she is feeling pretty hungry. And I think also today we're going to have her do a little bit of baking because she needs to get some baking in. We need to get her practicing a little bit. So maybe we'll get her doing some cupcakes or something of that nature, and she'll get a little bit of baking in. She also is supposed to go to work today. She is scheduled to work. So we will be seeing if that baker career is going to work for her and if it is functioning properly. If for whatever reason it isn't, then we will have to decide what we're going to do as far as her career. But we will be waiting for her to go to her career in a little while as well. So in the meantime, we'll have her eat her breakfast / lunch, brunch meal, whatever you want to call it. And then we will get her baking some things, and then she can get herself ready for work. So that'll be fantastic. So she's just eating right now. It doesn't look like there's anything else out there for her to dig right yet. But I will be keeping an eye on that area since we know that there are dig sites that pop up over there. And that will be perfect for us to continue trying to find things for us to make money off of. Currently, right now, we have about 308 simoleons, which is not a lot of money. But I am hoping that when she goes to work, we'll make more money and things will start to get a little bit better, which we desperately need. Because right now, we really don't have a whole lot. And I do know that bills will be coming due shortly. And we will have even less. So Danika is, as you can see, she's feeling a little bit indecisive right now. And she's kind of feeling just like stressed out. I think she is realizing that, she is low on funds and she is, she's just needing a little bit of excitement in her life. She is realizing that she's all alone in this house. She doesn't have a family. She doesn't have anyone that she can call her own. She doesn't have anyone that's really her partner. And she's thinking to herself, like, I don't have anyone. And I really would like to be in a relationship with someone. I really would like, something. And that's why she kind of goes on a bunch of blind dates because she doesn't really want to be alone. She really likes to be surrounded by people. She's hoping that she's going to find someone, the special one. She is really hoping that she is going to find that special someone that she's supposed to spend her life with. She doesn't know if she will, but she does kind of hope that she's going to find that special someone. And so she goes on a lot of blind dates, and she made one single cupcake. Oh my gosh. I told you to make cupcakes, plural, not one singular cupcake. What a waste of time. But okay, that's fine. I mean, seriously, like, you look adorable with your cupcake, but I really wish you had made more than one. All right, so she's made one single cupcake. We're going to go ahead. We'll pop it in the fridge so that it doesn't go off. And then maybe she can make like an actual baking meal. Like, not a meal, but something more than one single cupcake. So I may have her do something else baking-wise. It does look like our plants need to be harvested, so I am going to have her come out and harvest these plants. And we do have a dig site, it looks like, over there. So we'll have her go ahead and go dig at the dig site after she finishes her bath. So she does have a couple of things that I've queued up for her to do here, which is fantastic. And we'll have her go ahead and do all of those things, which will be wonderful. So she'll finish her bath up and then do some harvesting, do some digging, and we will go ahead and let her use the washroom. And then maybe we can go ahead and try our hand at a little bit more baking before we have to go into our shift. And Danika is like, why is it that I have so much to do? She's feeling really playful now because of this bathtub, which is super cute. We love that for her. But I am hoping really that she'll get her baking skill up and that things are going to go smoothly. I really am thrilled to play this with her and see how her story is going to fall and play out. And I am really, really thrilled for her story. I really, really am. I don't really know if she is going to find that secret someone, if she's going to find that love that she so desires, or if she is going to end up just having a one-night stand or a date that results in a pregnancy and she ends up, you know, having a child that she's having to raise because of that, or whatever the case is going to be. I guess only time is going to tell with that. But either way, you know, I am excited to see what her story brings us, and I can't wait for that. But she is now finished with all of this. She did get a little bit of something from that dig site. So we are just going to send her into the washroom now. She desperately needs to go. And we will let her go ahead and take care of her needs here because, you know, we want to make sure that Danika is taken care of. And then we're going to have her go ahead and do a little bit more baking, and then she'll be able to go ahead and get ready for her shift here. So that's wonderful. So what are we going to bake? Maybe we can do some baking from Oni's, and we can make, what can we make? Oh, there's challah. Let's make that. I believe that's how you say that. So let's go ahead and make that, and then we'll have her bake that. That should get her baking skill up a little bit. And maybe she'll have time to bake something else before she goes to work. Maybe she won't actually. Like, I'd like for her to bake something else, but I don't think she has work in an hour. I don't think she's going to have time for that. So I'm just going to cancel that. All right, so we'll just have her make the one thing here, and then she will obviously have to go to work. Look how cute she is when she bakes. I love it so much. She's like, what was that recipe again? I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. Oh, Danika, you have to knead the bread there, or the dough. There you go. You've got this. It's all coming back to you now. She's like, I just have to follow the recipe. Where did I place that recipe? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got it. All right, go ahead and put it in the oven. There you go. Beautiful. All right, so she is just going to finish this up here, and then we should be able to be going ahead and going into work soon. I, fingers crossed, am really hoping that bakery mod is going to be working and we'll be able to see her head off to work. Oh, that looks lovely. Oh, I love that. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that in the fridge. That's fantastic. Great job, Danika. And she, like I said, has work in an hour, so hopefully she will head herself off to her bakery career and we'll be able to see that take place. In the meantime, we are just going to let her do a little bit of socializing because her social is getting low. And it looks like, why is she not doing that? Okay, so now she is just going to go ahead and get a little bit of socializing in. But I think she's supposed to be going to work. Yeah, she is. She's late for work. Okay, Danika, let's go ahead and get you to work. Let's go to work and see if I can get you to go to work. I don't think it's working. I think that's probably part of the problem. That's probably why I had to do a quick save, was because I got a last exception, and I think it's probably because of this mod. So I don't think it's working. Let's go ahead and we'll get her in a different job and see if we can do something different for her, because it doesn't look like this is actually working. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to enroll her in a different career, and then we will have to obviously put her in something different, because this one is just not working for her, and I hate that, but unfortunately it just is not going to allow us to let her be in the baker mod like I had wanted. So let's go ahead and we are going to put her in the freelance chef career, and she should be able to do the pastry chef, and that should allow us to do what we want her to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when new episodes go live on the channel. And I will see you guys in our next episode of Joy of Life, where we are going to see Danika continue on with her freelance pastry chef career. And we will see her probably go on some more blind dates and continue on with her life in the joy of life and seeing what unfolds for Danika. But until next time, I'm going to go ahead and fly for now. Bye, Ravens.